Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about the female stuff, the feminine energy, and also we talk a lot about self-productive stuff. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to increase your magnetic feminine energy. Now, I've been talking about based on my experience because past few weeks have been really great in my own personal life in terms of my self-love, in terms of me actually radiating my energy and frequency. So I'm going to share some tips to become more magnetic as being a female, being in your feminine energy this time. And before go pa, consider clicking like button guys and consider subscribing if you want more such video in the future. You can very well make sure check it out, our self-care planner that's completely catering to the female entirely based on my experience. Download, okay, you can download it, you can fill it out. It contains everything for the female self-care. The link is in description box below. You can visit our website thesimpleBabes.com for more information. All the links are in description box below. Anyway, guys, let's talk about how to become a magnet to attract good things in your life, or how to be in the magnetic feminine energy. Now, I think that the tips that I'm going to be sharing over here maybe would be applicable to male gender as well, or any kind of gender. It's not really a gender specific. Of course, the title of the video is more gender specific, but the tips are kind of like a general, because to actually as being having a purpose on this planet Earth. Yes, I really believe that everyone here on this planet Earth has a very specific purpose. For some people, the purpose look like traveling the world. Like they want to travel, have amazing experiences, or maybe share their knowledge with the people, giving back to the society, or have a good family. Or purpose could be anything. It could be having a amazing long family they want to have, or they want to be a highly successful entrepreneur, or they want to just travel the world, or they want to be going into the more spiritual practices and being in there in the spiritual energy. Really help you going to ground the roots for becoming a magnet to the good things in your life. Because if you are someone who is kind of like a lost and doesn't know where you're going, then things will going to be get tricky. But of course, that's normal, because we at times often get lost in our life. So that's normal, that's okay. You don't have to beat yourself up if you are feeling lost right now, and don't. This is the first step in actually becoming magnet, because when you're lost, you know that you're lost. Now you only have to actually go above that, kind of like a first step you can call it. Just think about how you want to feel yourself by, like, do you want to feel more compassion, do you want to feel more kind, more love, more caring, more grateful? Like, how do you want to feel? Like, moment, like when we are doing something, it's more importantly about feeling. Like, I feel love when I actually feed the animals, or I take care of them. So that is one part of my purpose as being a human on this planet Earth. Similarly, it can be for you if you love the animals like I do, or whatever the case. That is the first thing, knowing about your purpose. Because if you know your purpose, where you're going, it will going to be get way more easy to be attracted to the right kind of things that you want in your life. Because when you don't know exactly where you're going for, then it would be very hard to attract the good things in your life, because you don't know what you want and what you really want to attract. So it's gonna be really tricky for you. With that being said, the second tip I have for you, which is related to knowing the purpose, is to, if you don't know your purpose right now, or if you don't know where you're going or where you want to be, just start with one thing that feels right for you. That feels right for you. For example, if you're sitting on a couch and you receive an email, okay, and in that email someone is talking about something and that's catch your attention, and you feel like you want to check that course, or you want to check that video, or check that book, or check that blog article. If it feels right for you, just go and lead into that direction, because that thing will going to eventually gonna lead you to your purpose. Inside, mind and body knows everything about your purpose. It's just that you need to get clarified, and only way to get clarification is to just follow the path what feels right in the moment. Of course, sometimes people think that, oh, I feel this thing to do right in the moment and it's not possible, or something like that. There could be the things that are possible in your current reality, wherever you are, that feels right for you. So just follow that right feeling one after the other, and it will eventually gonna lead you to your dream life, to your purpose, and one day will gonna come that you will be able to see the picture what exactly your life look like, what exactly you want to be doing, or how you feeling, or what experience do you really want to have. So what I have for you is You Are a Placebo. Now this is in a wonderful book by You Are Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you haven't listened it, make sure you give it a shot. It's way more in depth about the neurochemistry, connecting the neurochemistry with the genetics, with the science, with the spirituality, with manifesting your dream life and all that stuff. It is a great stuff, and it is a great in-depth book. If you really want to give it a shot, make sure you check it out. Like, you are your placebo. You are a superpower. In fact, I and you, we are both superpowers. Everyone, every human on this planet Earth is a superpower. In fact, I could tell you the every soul on this planet Earth is a superpower. Whether they are a small animal, whether they are the tree, or whatever form they are the superpower. We have the soul inside of us that is actually the part of this universe, that we call it as a god or universe, whatever you call it. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Depending on your own spirituality, your own stuff, you can call and name it the way you want to, but I'm gonna call it as a universe because it feels good for me. So that part of universe you have inside of you, so you are your placebo. So understand that. Like, it may seem counterintuitive for a lot many people who would be thinking that, oh, how can I be placebo? Okay, I'm not powerful, I have a lot of the stuffs going into the background, I have problems, difficulties, issues, and all that stuff. These are all things happening in your external world. Okay, the way to allow the things happening in your external world that you want is to actually being in your internal world, because all these things are a reflection of you. Are changing yourself internally. If you're changing your internal thoughts, internal mindset, everything, you're gonna attract all those things inside of you, all those things in your external world. So that is the third tip, that you are a placebo. You can go in more depth, watch different YouTube videos about this particular topic, or read the book. The fourth tip I have for you is, like, which is really important, is to understand that all the external world are a mirror reflection of your internal world. Yes, if you really want to be a magnet, then you have to create the magnetic energy inside of you that will going to attract the people towards you, or your specific person, or your romantic partner into your life, or whatever you want exactly. Okay, you have to be internally feeling that. You have to be in that state. You have to be in that state of loving yourself so much that everyone who come across you, they internally or externally likes you in turn of that. Because all the things that are happening around the world are the mirror image of who you are. Like, when we are not present with ourselves, when we are not taking care of ourselves, we receive the people who actually not respect ourselves, who actually not take care of ourselves, because we are not giving ourselves enough. That's why the other people are actually doing the similar thing to us. So everything is kind of like a reflection. If you look at the mirror, that's a wonderful example. If you look at the mirror and you say the positive words to yourself every single day, or every single time, or whatever it is, then you're gonna see that you're telling all those words to literally yourself. That means another person is telling all those words to you. It's kind of like a reflection. You can take a mirror example over here, and you can go much depth and make it simple and easy for you, but that it is, you have to understand that. Because if you really want to be a magnet, you have to change your internal environment. Without changing it, you won't be able to change the external environment, because oftentimes we are so wrapped up in the external environment that we are trying to change things over there, we're trying to fix the things over here, we're trying to understand how I want to date people, what I really want to text him, is he really looking at me or not, is he really finding me attractive or not, or is she is attracted towards me or not. Like, we are all looking at the external environment, forget about the internal environment. All the external environments are the reflection of internally how we feel about ourselves, or how we say about ourselves. Like, 24/7 you must be having some kind of like a self-talk or a self-feeling, I can call it. I think this is a new word, self-feeling, but I think it makes sense, because how you feel about yourself, you're gonna reflect all the things about yourself. If you're feeling magnetic, if you're feeling wonderful, joyful, enjoy, happiness, you're gonna attract all those happiness, all those love and caring stuffs in your life. And the tip I have for you, which is kind of like really mind-blowing, is visualizing or imagining your life. Now, I'm not telling you to imagine your life just like a model, 2D model or 3D model. No, like, you could see the picture and then you're imagining yourself in kind of like a picture. No, you actually need to visualize the things in the real world. Now, how are you going to do that? This is quite tricky because you would be thinking, hey, it's not happening in the reality, and you are not thinking about the reality. Now, we are talking about not talking about the 3D world. 3D world is the reality, is your current reality, is your present situation. We are talking about the quantum reality or quantum world where everything is possible, where everything is achievable. We are talking about that. So you need to visualize according to that. You need to visualize exactly what your dream life look like, exactly your fantasies. Now people would be thinking, I want to dress like a Cinderella, I want to dress like a Barbie or something like that. Then you can be, okay? Don't judge yourself and say that, oh, Cinderella happens only in the movies, it doesn't happen in the real world. It can happen in the real world as well, because if you believe you are a Cinderella or if you believe you are a Barbie, you are a princess, that means you are. And you're gonna track all those things like that in your life that will going to make you feel like you're a princess, and you're gonna be living like that, okay? So that is the point over here, is to actually visualize what exactly you want. Okay, you know your dream, you know your purpose. Now you need to visualize it. For example, if you're looking for a wonderful, cool job in your own personal dream job or something like that, then you can visualize what you're going to be doing at your dream job, how the people are going to talk with you, or how your colleagues will going to behave with you, or how you're gonna feeling waking up every single morning, understanding and knowing that you're going for your dream job, okay? How you're gonna feel, and what your parents, what your family members, what your relatives, what your friends will gonna talk about that. Like rehearse all those stuffs in there. Like if you see all the athletes out there, they rehearse their shots. Like if they are going for the championship or going for a competition, they rehearse every single thing. They rehearse that I'm gonna give this ball a shot at this particular time, this particular second, it will going to happen like this and all that stuff. They rehearse every single day what will going to happen exactly in the battleground. The same thing you have to rehearse. Rehearsing, visualizing, imagining, all are just kind of like synonyms to each other. You can pick up whatever word fits best for you. Trust me, nothing works if there is no feelings. Okay, if you don't feel anything for it, you won't reach anywhere. We do the stuffs or we want to achieve that life because we want to feel in that way. Like we want to feel a certain way, that's why we want to achieve that for life. Like I want to have a $1 million into my bank account because I feel like I would be feeling having a financial freedom. I can purchase whatever I want to purchase. So that is the thing, like about the feeling. You want to achieve something because you want to feel in a certain way. So you don't need to imagine something just as a robotic imagination. Okay, this thing is happening and this is no. You need to actually feel it, how it actually feeling in your mind and body, how it actually feeling to going on your dream job. Did you feel happy? Did you feel joy? Did you feel grateful? Did you feel abundance because you're making sufficient amount of money doing the things that you really love doing? Did you feel happy by providing value to the people? What exactly it is, what exactly you want to feel it. So do it with the feelings, otherwise it won't hold any power. The tip I have for you is to increase your vibration and frequency. This is number one hack, you can call it. This isn't always number one hack. Now people would be confused, what is frequency, what is waves? Like if you have ever read about the physics or science, since I'm from the science background, so I could relate to it, any quantum physics, you could give it a shot and you can Google about the electromagnetic waves. Or a simple example I can tell you as a radio waves. When you're joining into an FM, you are connecting to a radio station, that is also the radio waves, okay, which you can't see but it's there around you. For example, when you're using a microwave, it's a microwaves, okay? It's working as a microwaves. The waves that is working and making your food ready, but you can't see them waves. So only the waves which we can see is the visible light waves. Rest we can't see. So everything that you want in your life is actually there on a certain wave or a certain frequency. Negative things or the negative stuff or the negativity is actually being in the low frequency or the low waves, and the positive things and the positive vibration is actually on a higher wave frequency. So if you are having a negativity, then you are at the low frequency vibrating, because every person or everything on this planet Earth is atom model
make sure you Google about the atom model, the molecules, the matter, what is a matter and all that stuff, but is actually a part of the matter. So matter is actually vibrating at a certain frequency. So you are vibrating at a certain frequency because you are a matter, and everything you can see is actually made up from the matter. They are all matter because they are actually having smallest stuff that is called as the atom, then is molecule and all that stuff. So you are also a matter. Like you could see the smallest thing in your body is the cell. Okay, you see a smallest cell that we can't see from the naked eyes. If you are negative, if you're thinking negative, that means your body cells is actually having negativity and they are vibrating at a lower frequency. Now if you want to experience joy, happiness, grateful, that means you need to go over to the higher frequency. That means you need want to sell your body, your matter, to move towards the high frequency. Now how are you going to do that? You can only do that with the emotions, with the feelings. Emotions and feelings, thoughts are so powerful. Like they carry the juicy message and you can't leave that stuff outside of the corner. Okay, only thing you can do is feel those emotions, feel the love, feel the caring, feel the joy, the compassion, the kindness. Or even if you can't feel it like that way, think about the moment in your past when you were actually being feel ultimate love or ultimate caring or ultimate compassion or kindness. And if you haven't felt it so far, then stick, you're gonna feel it in your life. Okay, if you're gonna do this stuff, you're gonna definitely feel it. So imagine that you know what you're going for and what you're shooting for, what's your purpose, you have imagined it. Now you have to feel and increase your vibration and frequency. Increase your vibration from your current present reality to match that vibration frequency of the things that you want. So when you do that internally, in the external world, everything will just going to dictate according to it. How are you going to do that? By feeling emotionally, or by feelings, by thoughts. The best way you could do with the meditation, like there are so many guided meditation available in the online space. You can join any and listen to any guided meditation specifically focusing related to whatever you want to attract in your life. Money, success, or romantic partner, relationship, family, or whatever you want to attract. You can listen to that specific guided meditation, tune into that, and that will going to help you increase your vibration and frequency by tuning into higher frequency, by connecting with that superpower, that's the universe. Now, when you're meditating, you're gonna be in the high frequency, but how are you gonna be in that state of high frequency all the time? That's what I'm doing. I'm actually challenging myself right now to be in that state of well-being, in the state of being of all the time. How are you gonna do that? The best thing is to actually replace your negative thoughts into the positive ones. Like the moment you feel like you're getting negative thoughts, judging, criticizing, doubt, fear, anxious and all that stuff, the moment you feel like, you need to catch yourself actively, because now you're actually doing all these things based on your subconscious mind. You're not doing it in the conscious mind, because it is actually being programmed into your subconscious mind. If you want in that video, let me know in the comment section below, because subconscious, conscious is actually deserve a complete separate video. But you are doing it subconsciously because it's actually feed programmed into your mind. So you need to actually actively convert or replace that negative sentence into a positive ones. And the more you practice, the more you do actively, the more it will going to be feed into your subconscious mind, and it will going to initiate a new programming that is more positive, and that will going to help you be in that state of being for a long time, or forever, or for an entire day. These tips will going to help you increase your energy, your frequency, your vibration, and help become you a magnet in your whole life, being in a feminine energy. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully find it useful, and take care. Bye guys.